25 minutes. That's how long ago she swam the 800 freestyle in the finals, and one of the best times in the country this year. 25 minutes of a gap in real time that she had. She's used to that. Talked about that team, Ted. You know, it was funny listening to her because as disappointing as so many people think that team was, it was still the best team in the world that year, even at World Championships. There's one reason why USA Swimming has been number one in the world.
She picks herself up out of the pool and gets right back on the block, and within 45 seconds, she's starting the next race, the 200 free, which she wins. Now, you, veteran, you tell me that's been done a lot before by brilliant swimmers in college. I couldn't believe it. I mean, literally 45 seconds.
It really blows the mind that the things she's been able to do over the last 5 years, completely unbeatable. I mean, remember this race last summer, Ted, she broke the Olympic record by 2 seconds in the preliminary. It's just the saluting of her is just incredibly active in her charities. Really helped her both from an academic standpoint and a swimming standpoint. 5:02.9. She's probably going to be a little off that world record. But again, she's going up the standard of Katie Ledecky. That's the problem. It says you talked about the top 10 times. Really, she has the top 11 times in history. It's just unbelievable. And another good news, for at least for Katie Ledecky, maybe not so much for the rest of the world, but you know, they've added now the 1500 for the women's program, which is, by the way, about time. Ridiculous. They didn't have the 1500 before that, but at least I'm glad they recognized now to be able to have it.
As you see, it continues to be Ledecky commanding and Leah Smith equally commanding for second place.
One of the few that can get away with that. But boy, you can see that kind of loping stroke really starting to slow down. A lot of people ask me all the time, what makes her fast physically? Well, she doesn't have those large hands, doesn't have the large feet.
All right, bells signifying 100 meters remaining.
Doesn't really have a especially strong pull. The kick is really not that great, but she puts everything together. Coach Bruce Gimmel coached her last summer to those Olympic Games. Says she just fails in practice spectacularly.
Well, I'm just looking here at the last 4 splits Katie Ledecky's had. The last 4 50s, there's 5 100ths difference between the 4. Right?
It's been 101, 102 the entire way. 7, 8:11 maybe 8:12. Depends on how she puts it in the gear. She doesn't necessarily need to. And the crazy thing is, it's still going to be the fastest time in the world this year by probably 7 or 8 seconds.
So Ledecky coming in as expected to win the national championship. She gets in at 8:11.5. That is easily the fastest in the world this year, although in her world, that's her 9th fastest in Ledecky world. And Leah Smith came in, and Leah Smith with an 8:20.46, just off her personal best.